Hey y'all, it's y'all favorite cozy girl, Chi the Reality Queen, and I am here with another episode of Robe Chronicles. Tonight we're going to be talking about Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, Season 4, Episode 11. Tonight's episode starts with Heather talking to her daughter that's at UC Santa Barbara, and she's telling her about the book signing, and she mentions that Lisa wrote the rap that she used for the introduction. I was hoping that Heather wrote it and Lisa just went along with it. Knowing that Lisa wrote it, I don't know if that makes it better or worse, but yeah, not good. Anyways, she wants to do a luncheon for the girls, thanking them for showing up and supporting her at her book signing. And she talks about making it like pioneer theme, since I guess the foundation of the Mormon church or something is in April, or I don't know. I'm gonna be honest, this little back and forth with Heather where she can't decide if she likes the church or doesn't like the church. I'm kind of over that, right? Like, either you left the Mormon church, they did not stand for things that you like, and you're out of there. But she's over here like, oh, let's celebrate the things that I did like. Like, okay, girl, I don't know. I'm not a fan. But anyway, she wants to do that. um, Monica meets with her eldest daughter, and she brings out, the photo album to show her pictures. And she says, like, when her dad left, her mom burned all the photos that they had of her dad, but she didn't want to do that to her. So even though her and the dad aren't together, she wanted to, like, show her the photos of the girl, of her dad, show the daughter photos of her dad. Um, and she talks about leaving the father because he like went to work, and the daughter was playing, and she ended up playing with a baggie of drugs. And, like, that takes courage, right? Like, that's a pretty crazy situation, because if you weren't paying attention, what if your daughter had gotten into those, drugs? So I get where Monica is coming from. It's crazy because a lot of people are like, oh, this is such a manufactured scene. Duh, everything on reality TV is a manufactured scene. She had to come up with a way to integrate her daughter the same way some of the women take them prom shopping, dress shopping, or whatever. Like, come on now. Like, come on. What? Don't, I'm not saying Monica is perfect, but like, let's not talk about manufactured scenes when every scene on the show is manufactured. She even said it in her confessional. These are not photos that she hasn't seen before, but she wanted to go through them again. I have gone and opened up photo albums just to look at again with my parents. Like, what are you talking about? I feel like when you hate somebody, you can easily see every fault and flaw. Like, but when you like people, it's like, oh, what a real scene. No, it's reality TV, babe. It's all manufactured. They tell them what they should do or tell them to do something. And that's what she came up with. Okay. Um, Angie and Sean go out to eat for the first time by themselves in 2 years. And that's weird. Like, y'all are married. I know you have a daughter. I know your daughter is your life, but it's literally just one kid. Like, you would think they have like 8 kids the way that they haven't hung out with each other. And then she sleeps in their bed and she's 12. Anybody can live their lives however they want, but when you complaining about it, that's a choice, babe. Like, tell that girl to go sleep in her own bed and call Pappy over to come watch her. Like, what? What are y'all doing? It don't make no sense. But when they're out, you know, Sean compliments her outfit, and it's like, okay, was it great though? That, I mean, we're all with the metallics right now because of Renaissance, but I don't know. Anyway, they're sitting at the table. It was super awkward. Again, cuts, clips. We don't know how it really was, but Angie talks about it being awkward. Like, she doesn't even know what to say to her husband anymore when it's just the two of them. Um, and that's not good. And she's like, do you still listen to country music? Or, like, she's like, you started liking country music. I don't even know who you are. And he's talking about not liking the Humpty Dance. And I want to know how many times Angie listens to the Humpty Dance. Angie, if you are watching or come across this video, how often do you listen to the Humpty Dance for Sean to actually comment on the fact that you listen to it all the time? Like, that is insane. That song is old. So how is it still in rotation like that? Not saying it can't be in rotation, but rotation like that to the point that he calls it out. Um, yeah, she said that she talks about how she doesn't know if she wants to be alone. Like she doesn't want to be alone with him because she doesn't want to like annoy him. And I feel like, with the exception of Meredith, Angie moves in a way of like, I don't want to piss this person off. I just want to be liked. I just want the acceptance from her husband, from Lisa, from Monica. And it's actually a little crazy because she's not a young woman, she is an adult. So to still kind of want that level of acceptance from almost every group and person you deal with, including your spouse, is like, your spouse will tell you if you annoy him, or we hope he would, right? Like, or girl, chill. I don't know, maybe that's not the relationship they have, but it's just a little weird. Um, Heather invites Lisa over to her house, and Lisa hits a rock on her way into the parking area. Like, I don't know how that happened. Like, how do you hit a whole boulder and scratch your whole car up? And it's a Porsche, which is a really nice car, but she literally scraped up the side of her car coming into a driveway that wasn't even elevated. It just like goes around. So it was really weird. Um, anyway, so they talk about how they are planning, her and Monica are planning a trip to Bermuda. And Heather was like, yeah, I want the both of you there. She's like, but I just want to make sure that, you guys get along. So can you apologize to Lisa? Now, I thought that was real raggedy because you're now here with Lisa and you could have told her, like, hey, you guys need to apologize to each other. But no, you said Monica needs to apologize to Lisa. Like, ma'am, Lisa has been a terror to this woman as well. It is not a one way thing. I think, much like Candace is like the person who has the lower zings, people feel need to apologize rather than the person who started it. And if you started it and you take us low, I'm going to hell. And that's what Monica does. And they're like, oh my God, like, apologize. No, Lisa should apologize for trying it with me. That's what Monica should tell him. But she was nice. And even though I could tell she didn't want to, she agreed. She said, okay, I will apologize. So it's like, y'all think Monica is this terrible person, but clearly she's willing to deal with Lisa, right? Anyway, Whitney meets with Angie K, and she talks to her about how she feels a void between her and Justin, which, oh, I think I said this before. I won't be surprised if they're divorced before season 5 or 6. Like, I don't see this lasting too much longer. I think they're just trying to set us up for it on camera so we're not surprised, like Mia and G. But I wasn't surprised about that either. It just, I guess, yeah, no. But definitely, I feel like we're getting set up for a Whitney Justin separation divorce. She even says that she asked him at their like anniversary dinner, like, are you still in this? And he was like, okay, well, are you still in this? Like, and it's just crazy because she's like, I guess like when we first got together, she was like the 1950s type wife, and that she cooked, she cleaned, she did everything. She wasn't working, she was just stay at home. But she's changed, she's more independent, she wants to work, he works, and so she is like expecting more support from him when that's not what she needed from him in the beginning. And I think she sees that that's the problem. And then also, she doesn't believe that people should be monogamous, which also makes me wonder, is she cheating? Is Justin cheating? Are they having threesomes? Like, girl, what's going on in your house? Bring it to the screen because I want to know. Um, or maybe she's trying to set them up for when the rumors drop. I want to know because that's such a random thing to say. Not random, I guess, if it's your philosophy and what you believe, but it also comes off as like, are you trying to set us up for when it comes out that someone's cheating or something's going on? I don't know. Um, but yeah, so Meredith and Seth call Whitney and Justin to come talk about their relationship. on their podcast, which again, is anybody listening, please let me know if it's you. And it's funny because Whitney's like, your podcast is called Hanging by a Thread. Like, why were we the first couple called? Do you think that we're in that position? And obviously, Meredith gives a really professional, nice answer as to why they were the first couple called. But um, it just, I don't know. Their conversation was actually pretty interesting. The one thing, not the whole thing, but the one thing that was interesting was when Whitney talked about being there for Justin's dad when he passed and being the last person to be with him, holding him, talking to him, and whatever, because Justin couldn't be there because he was working. And let me tell you, in life, like, people don't realize it at the time, but it's like, was that job that, I don't know if it's the same job that let him go, but it's like that job let you go, but you missed seeing your father for the last time for potentially that job. Like, it's really crazy sometimes when you think about it. Like, hmm, life is crazy like that. Um, Anyways, the women finally make it to the barn for the lunch, the pioneer lunch that Heather had planned. And they have all these pioneer tasks to do, like churning butter and making dolls and whatever else Heather had planned. And Monica tries to be nice to Lisa when she comes and she says hi to her, and Lisa ignores her. Again, if she's trying to be nice, she extended that olive branch and Lisa ignored her. Then people are going to be like, oh, wow, Monica's so mean. She ignored the girl. Like, Monica tried to be nice and tried to say hi and tried to, kindle that relationship again. And Lisa completely ignored her. Um, But anyways, it's funny because they're doing the butter and they move on to the next thing, which is like making dolls. And Meredith's like, wait, what? Like, we don't have butter yet. Like, can we finish the butter? The butter? And it's crazy because literally for the entire rest of that doing activities, Meredith is just shaking that butter, trying to get, you know, some butter, some real butter. And honestly, I'm disappointed that we never actually got to see if any butter was made because I'm like, I want to know if they got butter from that thing. Like, sometimes people say you could do something some way, like prove it, baby. I want to see the butter. I want to see it spread on some toast. Okay. Um, anyways, then they get to the table to eat their actual lunch. And Heather decides to play a game about, the pioneers traveling and your wagon is too heavy. Who would you push off the wagon? Now, I don't know why they would think that this is a game that's going to help them work through anything. And I don't know if production gave them the game or if Heather's just an idiot. Okay, I'm going to say that plain as day. But why would you think that game would lead to positive results? Imagine, like, it's going to be beef. It's going to be up with whoever says me. Like, what do you mean? We just going to sacrifice Chi and throw her off the wagon? It's up. This game can never go right. And she was trying to act like it was a game that was going to be fun nature. Like, for some reason, the women from Salt Lake City, they be playing these type of stupid games and be confused when these games end up exactly how you would expect this type of game to end up, in a bad situation. Like, I don't get it. But anyway, she then goes and starts with Lisa. And Lisa was like, oh, I'm a woman's woman, a girl's girl, so I wouldn't want to get rid of anyone except for the person who's a terrible woman to other women, Monica. So Monica obviously decides to start clapping back. And she starts making fun of Lisa, like talking about her voice or whatever, mimicking her voice and all this. She calls her ugly and mean spirited. And everybody's like, oh my God, whoa, 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 Monica. No, y'all really finna gaslight this girl right now. Like, you watch somebody attack her come for her in her entirety and then say, whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm like, am I dumb? Like, am I not watching the same show? Like, is there something going on here that I'm not seeing? What is it? What is it that I'm not seeing? And how does Heather and all these women sitting here believe that this is okay? And I don't get it. And it's crazy because Monica be clocking Lisa. As soon as she starts, it's accurate fact after accurate fact after accurate fact. And it kills Lisa that she be going so hard on her. Because Lisa is not like quick witted or anything. Like she's not. And it's just like, so Monica brings up like, I just thought it was really rude of you to say that nobody wants to be my mom and whatever. And Lisa was like, well, you compared her to Ted Bundy, and Ted Bundy killed and ate his victims. And I am so glad they did the cutaway to Whitney in her confessional, like, wrong serial killer, boo. Because Lisa is really standing on that fact because that's the reason why she wants to say it's such a terrible comparison. But it's like, girl, one, serial killer is a serial killer. They're terrible. And two, you standing on the wrong business. Like it's wrong. It's incorrect. Just say that. And that's how you know Lisa is not a good person. Like, why can't you just be like, oh, okay, I made a mistake. I was thinking of Dahmer, but I said, didn't realize that she said Ted Bundy or whatever. That could have been a simple explanation, but no, she is insistent just for stupid reasons. But anyways, Monica gets up because Heather's like, whoa, calm down, calm down. Angie breaks a glass trying to get everybody to calm down and come to order or whatever. Monica is like, she's pissed. Lisa comes over and she apologizes. Now, color me shocked because I did not see that coming. But she comes over and she's like, you know what? I was wrong or I apologize or whatever, just so we can get through this, whatever. Monica accepts it, but she's still angry because they were all still trying to blame her for that beef despite Lisa starting it off. And so she's clearly hurt. She's sitting there. And then Whitney is like, not Whitney, Heather's like, oh, let's announce where we're going for our vacation. We have all these clues. And Monica still clearly has an attitude, which I probably would have as well. And Heather is trying to get her to be like excited. And she's like, okay, no, I'm not excited. And you know what? I think her attitude is justified because it's like, Heather, I thought we was okay. I thought we was cool, but you the person here defending Lisa and trying to get me to apologize and tell me I'm wrong and all this. Like, who, what? Maybe I'm not even mad at Lisa no more. I'm mad at you. And the rest of y'all sitting at this table trying to play me like I'm a booba the mother freaking fool. Right? So I get that. Um, so then she's like, oh, asking, like, oh, where are we going? And they're trying to give guesses. And Lisa goes, oh my God, Bermuda. Girl, you knew because she came over to your house and told you, like, why didn't you let somebody else guess or let them announce it? And I think that kind of pissed off Monica as well because it was like, how does she know? That's not common knowledge, right? um, which let her kind of realize that Heather and Lisa must have met beforehand. I guess it's just like a lot of dots was probably being put together in that moment for Monica, and it was just pissing her off even more, which I completely get. Like, girl, you come in, we kikiing, we going out. I said, okay, I'm gonna apologize to Lisa, whatever. We come to an understanding. But now you're going to hang out with Lisa and key with her, and that's okay. But then you told her that we were planning a trip to Bermuda when we were supposed to announce it at this lunch. So now it's like, okay, well, hmm, weird, which I do think is weird. Um, but either way, Monica's upset and she's like, we're supposed to be announcing, like, why do you have an attitude? Why are you upset? And da 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 da. And Monica was crying. She's like, maybe I won't go to Bermuda. Like, girl, you going. But I get it. I get it. I think she is right to be upset. Like, I feel like these women keep treating her like she's absolutely out of her mind, but they're mean to her. Like, I don't know. Like, I just, it's so funny because I read online and people are like, once again, Monica making a scene. She's being provoked. Like, I feel like the people who don't like Monica are making it like much more like I have to like Monica. Like, I have to like her because y'all are playing in everyone's face right now. Like, we don't have eyes and we don't have ears and we can't see or hear what's happening right in front of us on the TV screen. Like, oh my God. I'm not, again, Monica has a lot of faults, but you cannot continue to allow somebody to be attacked and then blame them for somebody attacking them. It just does not work like that. I'm sorry. That doesn't work. I don't, man. I don't know how this season is going to go down. I don't know how this trip is going to go down. I know some stuff comes up because Beauty Lab is suing Monica. But what I do know is that our girl Monica got first chair next to Andy on her first season of Real Housewives of Salt Lake City at the reunion. And I'm so excited for her. All you Monica haters, all you did was hate her to the top, baby. You hated her to the top. And I hope she comes back next season and they get rid of someone else or add someone else that's at least an ally because, whew, baby girl is drowning. She is on her own. She needs somebody. She needs somebody that's actually going to be a genuine friend to her. I don't know if she has friends that are housewife material, but she does need someone that is going to be her friend. Um, but she does make a weird comment in her last confessional about how, like, this is why Jen never had anything nice to say about Heather or Lisa. And I was like, oh, so sad because I do like the Jen Heather relationship. But either way, I don't know. I hope Monica gets a friend. They were icing her out at BravoCon. I don't know how they treated her at the reunion. We finna find out. I hope she gets a next season, but we just need to get through the rest of this season and see how it goes. So I will see you guys next time after Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. Tell me what you guys are thinking. I know so many of you guys don't like Monica, but if you're Team Monica, let me know in the comments. All right, you guys, have a good night. Bye.